Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana Midday. I'm Ben Caldwell. Former FBI Director James Comey just had his first day in court. He heard a formal reading of the charges against him and entered a not guilty plea. CNN's Amy Kiley has the story.
Donald Trump wants to, first and foremost, intimidate those who've been detractors of his.
It's arraignment day for President Donald Trump's nemesis, former FBI Director James Comey. He's charged with making false statements to Congress and obstruction of a congressional proceeding. The Justice Department alleges he lied to lawmakers about whether he authorized an FBI media leak.
Comey and all this, sleazebags.
He's a liar and he's a leaker. Is this guy being looked at? But we're going to straighten it out.
Trump deplores Comey for investigating his 2016 campaign. Critics say the charges are revenge. Many legal analysts say the case is so weak it never should have been filed.
I believe that Mr. Comey will ultimately be vindicated. I think there's going to be strong grand jury misconduct motions, vindictive prosecution motions, and selective prosecution motions.
No signatures from any career DOJ attorneys are on the indictment. And so far, no local prosecutors are on the docket.
They couldn't find anybody within 500 miles to show up in court and choke down the humiliation of trying to defend the United States in that case.
The arraignment comes a day after the Attorney General dodged related questions from lawmakers.
I am not going to discuss pending cases because Comey was indicted in the Eastern District of Virginia by, I may point out, one of the most liberal grand juries in the country.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Comey's trial date is set for January 5th. A half dozen former surgeons general, appointed by both Republican and Democratic presidents, have issued an unprecedented warning. In a Washington Post op-ed Tuesday, they said simply, quote, "We are compelled to speak with one voice to say that the actions of Human and Health Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. are endangering the health of the nation," end quote. The group says that science and expertise have taken a back seat to ideology and misinformation. They also point to plummeting morale in the health agencies and the loss of talented doctors and scientists at a time when the U.S. faces rising threats from diseases and chronic illnesses. They ended the letter by saying Secretary Kennedy is entitled to his views, but not to put people's health at risk. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry goes to a team of 3 pioneering scientists. The Nobel Committee announced in Sweden today that Suzumu Kitagawa, Richard Robson, and Omar Yagi will share the $1 million prize. The trio developed unique metal organic frameworks, a new form of molecular architecture likened to something from the Harry Potter novels. The chair of the Nobel Committee for Chemistry said the chemistry functions like Hermione Granger's handbag in the Harry Potter books. It appears small on the outside but is large on the inside. These new frameworks can store huge amounts of gas in a tiny volume. You might expect to see a decoration like this on a miniature golf course, but not a full-sized one. This Cessna 525B ended up near the 17th hole of Seneca Golf Course in Louisville, Kentucky yesterday morning. It happened after the plane overshot a runway while landing. The golf course is only a few hundred feet from Bowman Field Airport. There were 2 pilots and 2 passengers on board, but no injuries were reported. Let's take a look at today's NewsLink Indiana weather. These are the conditions right now. It's 63 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Fall has arrived, at least for now. Expect lots of sunshine today with a high close to 70 degrees. Things will warm back up in the 7-day forecast. High temperatures will gradually rise, coming close to 80 degrees by early next week. There are 847 streets in the city of Muncie, and one man is running all of them, literally. NewsLink Indiana's Daniel Huber reports how far one man can go when he's fueled by the love of his family and faith.
Not a lot goes on at 5:30 in the morning in Muncie. Along dimly lit signs, you will see a few commuters and people pulling up at a gas station. But what you might also see is a man in a glowing vest.
I will admit, some parts of running Muncie is like a trail run.
Meet Justin Sorensen, a man on one simple quest, to run all the streets of Muncie. What might running an entire city entail? Well, you might find yourself going through awkward situations, like running through a gated community.
Just turn around right here. Thanks.
There are dead ends,
Turn around, U-turn.
twists and turns,
Turn right here.
and oncoming traffic. But those are to be expected. Not a lot of things can stop Sorensen from running. Except for, well...
I gotta stop and check my map.
But why does he run so early in the morning?
That's all I got time for.
While on his quest to cover Muncie, he sells coverage of a different kind, insurance coverage. He runs the Allstate branch in the city. The wall of his office immediately tells you what he values in life, his love for his family.
I want to be able to provide for my family, and I want to be able to serve God. And so anything that I'm able to do that helps me be able to accomplish those two tasks, I'm going to lean that way.
Family is the reason he got into running. His second daughter joined cross country in the 7th grade, so when his daughter and her friends signed up for a 4-mile run for a 4th of July event, he signed up too.
I have no idea what my time was or anything like that, but it was embarrassing enough to me that I wanted to do better.
The photos on the wall are now a time capsule. 4 of his children are adults now, and their once 1-year-old son is now 13. But one message still rings true. We heart you. The Sorensen family goes to church on Sunday, and his wife, Angela Sorensen, says the family continues to support one another.
I think it's great. I mean, it brings him a lot of joy and happiness to run and push himself and try and do hard things. And so why would I not want him to become a better person? And so that's why I support him the way I do, because it's helping him challenge himself in a good way.
It's not only church that helps Sorensen feel closer to God. He says he often finds himself praying while running.
I don't say all the time, but anytime something's on my mind, this is the place to clear it and talk with him.
When he's done with the run, he logs his miles and goes on with the rest of his day. 802 streets down, 45 more to go. In Muncie, Daniel Huber, NewsLink, Indiana.
After months of work, Sorensen finished his goal at the end of September. He said it was a very satisfying checkmark of a goal set and accomplished. And that's your NewsLink Indiana webcast for today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us tonight at 6:57 on Ball State PBS. And for news anywhere, anytime, go to cardinalmediabsu.com.